What's up, fans of fans? My name is Blake, and this is the Fan Cave Man Cave. Before I get started, I just want to thank viewers like you for watching these videos. It's making videos like this about things that I'm passionate about that truly get me out of bed in the morning. I'm somebody that's always had a passion for ceiling fans ever since I was a kid, and it ended up evolving into my first career designing ceiling fans for a big company. So today, I like giving back and educating people that might be looking for a fan, as well as giving back to the community of fan enthusiasts like myself to show off cool fans like this one behind me. So with that said, let's get into it. What we have behind me here today is a Fanimation Studio Collection EightyFour ceiling fan, sold exclusively at Lowe's. Fanimation Studio Collection is a sub-brand of the Fanimation ceiling fan brand that's been a household name for over 40 years. Fanimation Studio Collection still has the same quality and craftsmanship as a Fanimation product, it's just sold at a larger scale, meaning that the price points are a little more affordable. This fan here is only $3.99, sold in stores at Lowe's Home Improvement, but can also be purchased online as well. This fan also comes in a variety of finishes. What I have shown is the brushed nickel motor with a brushed nickel blade. It also comes in a matte black with matte black blade, as well as a matte white with matte white blade. The EightyFour name suggests the size of the fan, which is 84 inches or 7 feet in diameter. There's also a baby brother with a similar name called the 64, also available at Lowe's. It's about $90 cheaper at about $310 at this current time, and comes in a similar set of finishes. It comes with black blades and black motor, white blades with white motor, and the brushed nickel comes with a black blade, so it's a little more of a contrast of the brushed nickel and brushed nickel that I have on the fan behind me. When it comes to the likes of the competition for these large-scale 84-inch diameter fans with multiple blades, the price point on this is what truly can't be beat. To be at only $400 for this quality product, that's a rare combination that only Fanimation is able to provide. There's a lot of other competition out there that might have a similar design, but the price point for at least the caliber of quality is more in the $600 to $700 range, if not more, depending on the manufacturer. Not to mention too, to be able to just go to your local Lowe's Home Improvement and pick one of these up in the box is one more added bonus. What I will add is just make sure by going to Lowes.com that your local Lowe's does have this fan in stock. A lot of them do, and each Lowe's might have a different finish available in the box at the store. But if you don't see your fan that you're looking for available locally, you can also go onto Lowes.com and order it to have it shipped directly to your house or your local store. Before I dive any deeper, I'm going to step away for a few moments to show off some beautiful sweeping shots of this fan, as well as some nice close-ups. So enjoy, and I'll be back in a moment. So now's the part where I talk about the fun stuff. It's talking about all the bells and whistles that come with this fan, because not only is this fan impressive in style and design, it also has a ton of features that not all the competition has. Let's talk about the remote, because this is where a lot of the magic happens and where all the bells and whistles live. The first thing to mention is the speeds. So this fan has the craziest number of speeds of most of the other competition. This is a DC motor fan, which means that it's more efficient and on more modern technology. And very commonly, DC fans have more speeds than your standard old school AC fans. And so while the competition has somewhere between 6 to 9 speeds available on their remotes to control the fan, this one actually has 31. And 31 is a number that Fanimation put as just the quantity, but truly I just see it as more incremental, and you can really tune your speed to whatever setting makes the most sense for you. And if you have likes of a Bluetooth app where you're able to control your fan through some sort of a Wi-Fi signal, that allows you to precisely control the percentage of the speed. So it's a little more granular than even the 31 speeds that you're given on the remote. Next, we'll talk about the light, because that's the second set of buttons in the second row of the remote. For right now, I'm going to turn the light off just to show you what it looks like without it illuminating the room. I do have recessed cans in here, which adds a little more illumination. But what I will say is this is more than sufficient of a light source if it's your only light source for your room. This is a 24 watt LED light, which is equivalent to 2,000 lumens of light. That is plenty bright and often brighter than a lot of the competition. The other really cool thing about this light as well is the center button turns on and off the light, which is what I just showed you. The button on the right, that controls the color temperature. So this fan has 4 color temperatures that you can choose between. I have it shown currently on the 3000 Kelvin option, but if I press the button on the right once, it goes down to 2700, which is the warmest setting and just a little more of a warm ambiance that you can get for your room. If I press the button once again, it goes to 4000 Kelvin, which is heading towards the cooler color temperatures. Pressing it once more gets you up to 5000, which is a cool white or daylight, as a lot of people call it. And then pressing it lastly brings you back to 3000. The next feature I'll talk about is the timer settings, which is the 3rd row of buttons on the remote. You have the option to have the fan turn off after 1 hour, 3 hours, or 6 hours, just based on a variety of different situations. The main one that I see value is if you're either leaving the house and you want the fan to turn off once it's kind of, moved the air around enough. But the other time that I see it useful is if you're going to bed and you don't want the fan to be on all night, just for a few hours until you fall asleep. So a lot of times people wake up and they're freezing because their fan is on all night. Well, if you set it only for 3 or even 6 hours, if you get a full 8 hours of sleep, by the time you wake up, your fan will be off. The next feature I'll talk about is called the Home Away feature. It's this little home icon down here towards the bottom. It's a nice little added benefit that's like a security feature that'll turn your light on and off intermittently if you're away from your house. It's great if you're going on vacation for a prolonged period of time because it basically gives the indication that there is somebody home. If somebody's able to see in the windows, it does look like the light is coming on and off at random times. The next feature I'll talk about is one of my favorites. It's the center button down here in the 2nd row to the bottom. This is what's known as the breeze mode or the fresh air mode. This is what will cycle the speeds from 1 to 31 in this particular fan. I'm going to go ahead and press it, and you can see pretty soon that the fan will start speeding up. There you go. So this is a great way to have that sense of a natural breeze in your space and just kind of make it feel a little more organically cycled through airflow and whatnot. So the speeds are random and it does range the full 1 to 31. So if you do like those stronger, kind of airflows, higher speeds, this is great because it's not that consistent amount of that high speed. It kind of fluctuates. It's a great mode that I use when I sleep just because having the fan on high the entire night does get a little bit chilly, but having the breeze mode does give a little bit more of that wind chill effect while not staying on high consistently. The last feature to talk about is this button down here with a little man walking. This is a great feature that gives you a delay for the light to turn off if you're walking out of a room. So this is a perfect situation where if you're remote and the light switch is kind of in the opposite side of the corner as where you're exiting, it allows you to leave the light on so you can see your way out of the room, and then the light will automatically turn off once you've exited the room. The last 2 buttons on the remote are to reverse your fan for the appropriate season. Fanimation has a nice little icon based on the season and what is an appropriate time to have your fan in reverse versus in the downdraft and the standard direction. The snowflake button is going to put the fan into reverse, which I'll go ahead and hit. You can see the fan slow down and it'll slowly start to go back into reverse. The reason why that is a good setting to have in the winter is having the updraft will allow for the air that's up at the top, mostly heat because heat rises, to circulate back down and allow for a little more dissipation of that heat when you need it in the winter. So the fan you can see is now going in reverse. And then the last button on the remote here, the little icon of the sun, that's what's going to be the forward downdraft direction. That's what's going to truly give you that feel of real air movement, getting those high CFMs. It's meant for the summer, which is why it has a photo of the sun, to really feel like you're getting a wind chill in those summer months where it gets warm outside. And speaking of air movement and airflow, that's the thing I want to end on because it's truly the most noteworthy thing with this fan. With this being an 84-inch blade span, typically those fans are meant for higher airflows, higher CFMs, which is cubic feet per minute, basically the measurement that airflow is measured in. This fan hauls a bunch of air on high. It's rated for around 12,000 CFM, which is a huge air mover in the category. When I did my measurement using my CFM meter, it was right around that amount, between 11,000 and 12,000, which is pretty good because you want your variance from your rated CFM to the actual CFM to be minimal, and this fan definitely hit the mark. So to recap and wrap things up with this EightyFour ceiling fan from Fanimation Studio Collection, this is a great fan that moves a ton of air and is the perfect fan for a large room like this one. This is installed in my own living room, and I would 100% advocate that this is a great fan for any room of this size. The room is maybe about 15 by 20 feet. Great for large bedrooms, living rooms. This fan is also outdoor rated. That is one feature that is a great versatile option where you can install this fan both indoors or out. Just make sure that when you install it, that it's installed in an area that's not exposed to direct rain, because it's only UL damp rated. So it can get moisture, it just can't get directly wet and sprayed with a garden hose. That's kind of the way that you can separate wet rated from damp rated. That about wraps it up. I want to thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you found it informative, or you just liked watching the video if you're a fan collector and enthusiast like me. Again, this is the Fanimation Studio Collection, EightyFour Collection. Great fan available at Lowe's. And my name is Blake, and this is the Fan Cave Man Cave. Thanks for watching.